My journey to fly. When I took my first ride in an airplane in 1920, I knew I had to fly. 6 months later, I bought my own airplane, a yellow Kinner Airster that I called the Canary. I was a natural pilot, but it wasn't my nature to quit. I flew whenever I could, and the feeling I got while in the air was an addiction that I began to crave. A few years later, I met a wealthy woman in London that talked to me about an interesting proposition. She had told me that her family was opposed to her making a flight across the Atlantic, and she needed the right sort of woman. She had to look no further. I completed the historic trip across the Atlantic in June 1928. I couldn't believe that I had been the first woman to complete this historic feat. The feeling was so overwhelming, but I wanted more. What if I flew across the Atlantic solo? I knew that I would be the second woman to complete this, but it wasn't about fame or records. It was about aviation. On May 21, 1932, I took off again, but this time alone. After a long 15 hours, I touched down in Ireland. I was so proud of myself for flying across the Atlantic alone. What a great leap for women in aviation.